Hello, this is John Self at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay today, and they have the music cranked up like you wouldn't believe today. It's a lot louder, and so you got to watch out for that, or all the words I'm going to say won't appear on your magic YouTube channel. So I'm over here tucked in the lockers. It's by the first date. It's to the left after you pass the main little area. You pass the main shopping area as you come into the park. So if I turn things around, you can find Zagora Cafe off to the side. I'll show you that in just a moment. But I'm going to take you a little walk around the park. I need to check out just a few things today and have you come along. It's a vlog. I'll be back. That's how it works. Okay, so here's my view towards Zagora Cafe from where I'm starting, where the lockers are, just so you have an idea. You know, take you around, or just kind of take you around a little bit, give you a kind of view of where we are. And as you can see, that direction's towards Iron Gwazi and of course the festival area I normally experience. I continued on. Iron Gwazi is only a 15-minute wait at about 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon in the summer. So just something to bear in mind. Maybe that's the locker issue, maybe that's other issues. But as you can probably tell, music is really up and they've got it everywhere. It's just summer nights. Okay, that's fine, I get that. And I love the music in the parks, but just bear that in mind. I tried to show you some of the Beach Bash. That's a show that happens, but it is completely full of summer copyright music, so probably won't appear on this channel. But just so you know, it's something that happens here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay in the summer. I think I've pointed this out before, but in the Coke Canopy area, they already have things walled off preparing for Beer Fest this summer. So we're not going with any clever name, it's just Beer Fest. That starts on July 25th. It's Saturdays and Sundays. I'm entering the Sesame Street area. You'll be well aware that it's thriving and things are going wonderful over here. Despite any rumors you may have heard, you know, things are going wonderfully because I'm here not before 10 o'clock like some of my influencer friends. If you know, you know. One of my objectives today is to check on the Summer Nights food that's just special, just Summer Nights food. We had it during the media event. It's supposed to be at Smokehouse Express, but I see it nowhere. It is not nighttime yet, so we'll give them credit for that. Why, John, why do you keep mentioning the music is loud? Well, I am just sitting in a place that normally doesn't even have music at Zambia Smokehouse. Bet you can hear it. Came back to the Smokehouse Express. You know, we have a little sign here for mobile order. You go to use the mobile order, it says mobile order does not work. So good luck. Now, just in case you might get confused, this is the Smokehouse Express that is the takeout. The Zambia Smokehouse we talk about often is up this way. You see we still have the signs for all-day dining with the limited options. That's this way. Now, I went inside of Zambia Smokehouse, the normal ordering area we go to, and something that we saw at the media event is the summer limited time offer for strawberry shortcake. It's not really a strawberry shortcake, but it's a good pick cake. It's only here at Zambia Smokehouse and Zagora Cafe. So just be aware of that, and yes, it is really $10.29. I know. Okay, I'm inside of Zambia Smokehouse because the rules tend to be different every time we go to a dinner viewing United Park. The barbecue ribs, the chicken, and the pulled pork sandwich are a part of all-day dining. They no longer have the smoked turkey sandwich, sadly. Okay, from the Smokehouse to go past Tigress, which is kind of the boomerang style coaster. This is the Cirque Electric at the Stanleyville Theater. I was here for the pass holder preview, filmed the whole thing, but of course, you know, it's entirely full of copyright music, so maybe I can find some other place for you guys to see it. It's a good show. You know, this is always kind of a good option where we kind of combine, you know, let's just call it what it is. Girls dancing and then acrobats and skilled performers combined in one show. Happens during summer nights, so it's only here for the summer. Over near Shikra, you'll see they have a dance party set up. It's like a boom box. This gets way more exciting once we get to later in the night, but this goes on most of the evening. As you leave the Stanleyville area and head towards Jungle, you'll see there's walls off to, I guess, my right. We'll see what it is for you. So off to that one side. That's because they've taken down the flume ride and there's future development, and I'm hearing all kinds of different options. Makes me think they haven't really decided what they're doing yet, which is possible. Theme parks do that. Up to the Sky Ride, which this transports you basically back to Cheetah Hunt. It's a one-way ride. It's down for high winds. In fairness, there's your future development. In fairness, I've noticed my lanyard flying everywhere as I'm walking. I wouldn't define it as high winds, but they also err on the side of caution. United Parks, as much as we like to make fun of them for not having things open and not running, they have some strict mandates about safety. That is, you know, obviously another attraction that doesn't run in the high wind. Mr. Fury, Falcon. Is the BG Cuban Cafe open? Don't know, we will see in a moment. I'm a little concerned, maybe I'll turn this off as I'm watching children climb where they shouldn't be. Okay, we got that under control, never mind. Let's find out together. 50-50 call, but BG Cuban Cafe is open, the former home of Toma by Orange Cafe. I'm gonna go in and just check a few things out because that's what I do. Just checked out the menu from the last time that Tom and I were here. It looks pretty much the same as it did before. Because this place changes so often, I wanted to make sure I'm even a little surprised that it's open. So something to be said for that. I'm gonna continue on my journey. Take a little quick walk through the Tiger Trail area because I rarely do this. Because normally I'm targeting food, which of course, that's what I do. That's the reason I keep putting on weight. So you have the area over here, and then you have, of course, the area over here for viewing. And so we'll just take a look. Tiger's over there just kind of chilling. You can see him. He's just chilling, having a good day. Lots of areas for them to play, to enjoy, lots of things that they can do. Of course, Busch Gardens is working on a new lion and hyena ridge. It's supposed to open this summer. I have not heard any updates on when, how, and why. So we'll just have to wait to find out on that one and see what's going to happen in that area. But we're still waiting on that opening. But you know, there is a new park president who, not his fault, I haven't met yet. I'm not significant enough to need to be met. But, so, can't really give you much of a scouting report at this point. So just continuing the walk around. Obviously you can sometimes find the tigers down here. But I don't know if you're aware, it's hot in Florida in the summer. And so the tigers are not foolish enough to hang out. Just, you know, see if they can bake. They may be from Africa, or this one may be from Africa, I'm not sure. So I may be making comments I don't know the answer to. But if you stereotype that tigers are from very warm climate, you'd be right. That doesn't mean they want to hang out in the sun. This does look like, from the signs I'm seeing, it's mostly Asian tigers, but not my area of expertise. But one thing that does get overlooked at Busch Gardens, and I overlook it often, is there are an incredible amount of animal exhibits. You could probably spend a whole day. I probably should do that at some point. Spend the whole day just exploring the animal exhibits. Now, once they get Lion and Hyena Ridge the way they want it and opened, and that whole area opened back up, that'll probably be a good day to go do that. But at this point, much of that area is closed. So as you can see, I'm back out in the area with the kids' attractions, the Jungle Express and the Busch Fryers. Sorry, I'm still trying to dodge the music. So let me continue down. If we were to continue on, obviously make a left to ride Kumba. Not gonna be riding Kuma today. I have like my full equipment with me, so that's probably not gonna happen. So I'm gonna continue on into Pantopia. Hello? No, sorry. I'm a bit confused. I'm sure there was some lack of communication right there going on. We were attempting to get change for a 20 at Busch Gardens. If you don't know, Busch Gardens is cashless, so they wouldn't even be able to do that. So, since I'm in the heavy music area, I will stop and I'll come back. Obviously up here on the left as I'm coming this way, there's the Animal Tales show, which is a common, standard animal, tell you about the animals what we need to know. But the bigger shock is Tatopia is open. So we have BG Cuban Cafe and Tatopia open. That means all the food places are open. That rarely happens. Let's see if the menu has changed from the we are still the same as we were before, which is always good to see. I haven't seen a price get jacked up lately. So I'll just wait till October. That's going to happen. Oh well. Officially, Falcon's Fury, the drop tower, and that's underselling what it is, in the middle of Pantopia, is not open for essential maintenance, not wind, who knows. Just popped in a Dragonfire Grill to check on the menu to see if there was still an upcharge for the bacon cheeseburger and the double cheeseburger. There still is. Gosh, I wish there was some place you could get that without an upcharge. Oh, that's right, there is. If you know, you know. Maybe you should watch the videos here on the channel. You will see we've gotten it a couple times at one place without an upcharge with all-day dining. Left Pantopia over here in the elephants area. Even the elephants area, we got the music cranking today. So elephants are chilling in the dirt to keep themselves cool. And I don't see the water running like I normally do for them. So that's interesting. But elephants do depend on the dirt for that. So I'm over here in the entrance where the train. You've seen us ride on the channel here at Busch Gardens. They've got the entrance set up ready for Africa, the Lions, and Hyena Ridge. Of course, they're still waiting on several things that need to be done, and you can't take the walkway all the way through to Cheetah Plaza, just so that you're aware of that. I'm gonna take a quick walk. We'll see how much of this gets struck, but take a quick walk and wander through here. Just repeating what I already said earlier, because I expect that with the music overwhelming everything we just did. It's good to see Lion and Hyena Ridge open, but obviously you can't get very far and there's really not much to see. You get to kind of one of the areas where they pick you up for one of the safari treks. That's about as far as you can go. The other side's kind of blocked off too. You've seen that in other videos, but it's gonna be open soon. It's gotta be open this summer. That's what they keep telling us. Of course, summer in theme parks, and it really is summer, takes us to mid to late September. So we'll see what happens here at Busch Gardens. Just walked through one of the third-party Wyndham Club sales reps, let me scan your ticket, see what you win. Two of them, one person was obviously in charge, pointed to another one, said, hey, go talk to him. And then all of a sudden she walked towards me and then saw the camera and walked completely away. That's all I'm saying. Those are the facts. I'm construing them a certain way. You can take them another way. Unless you're unaware, I'm really not a big fan of the behavior of the Wyndham Club at Busch Gardens. They will literally stop people in their tracks and force them to talk to them. They'll surround them and force them. Towards the front of the park, I'm gonna make a left and go towards the Cheetah Plaza area where you'll find Cobra's Curse and Cheetah Hunt. And then of course, Tom's favorite restaurant, Oasis Pizza. Here in the mornings and the early afternoons, there'll be a cheetah presentation usually. Apparently the cheetahs like it. They're morning people. Trainers will be out. You can see them see them run. I mean, quite fitting, it's next to Cheetah Hunt. But that's pretty common. It looks like these standard times are 11 and 2:15. I have seen them, depending on the park operations, go 11:30, 3:30, but probably those are the times you're gonna get. But that is kind of an animal experience show, whatever you wanna call it, that's probably worth your time. My ability to be a good luck charm for Cheetah Hunt has gone away. Cheetah Hunt's been down for a little while. Not as long as that 5-6 months period of time we had experience before. But Cheetah Hunt is still down, and I don't have any update on when it'll be back. Okay, for one of the most vague, undescribing, so it says free beer location. If you're a guest who just shows up, thinks you just go have free beer all day, it's gonna be disappointing for you. For annual pass holders, you get we call them 6-ounce, 2 6-ounce beers, whatever it is, throughout that day at the Overlook Tap Room. Anyone who's not an annual pass holder gets 1. This is your location. They rarely have this open, but they use it during the summer for summer nights. This is only a summer nights promotion, just so that you're aware. I'll just kind of walk you out here so you can see. And they've kind of makeshift this area from what it was previously, just so you can be set up for that. Well, I am outside of Busch Gardens Tampa Bay now. I'm at the Nairobi gate. Sometimes they introduce for special events and early morning things and those kind of things. You'll see it. It's to the right of the main entrance. There you go. This is the first spot I have found since I left whatever my last location was, before I even got to Zagora Cafe to fill up my water. Music was very loud. I know I keep harping on the music, but my editor will appreciate the fact that I keep harping on the music, because I'm trying to find a spot where I can talk to you, so not half of the video will have to be deleted just so you can do this. Having said all of that inside baseball or inside YouTube discussion, Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you appreciate this content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do appreciate the work that Vacationer Tom does editing these videos, and some of my other editors do on other channels, editing the videos, because videos at theme parks are tricky because of so much music that can't really be played on YouTube. So just be aware of that when you're watching your favorite YouTube personality. And we know that's not me, but just play along. Whenever YouTube you're watching, remember they have to watch out for the music strikes and all those kind of things. It's one of those factors to factor in. And though I am planning what I'm going to eat, and none of it is really good for you, it's all full of sugar, make sure when you come to a theme park, eat like you mean it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching the Vacationers Podcast YouTube channel. If you enjoy this content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you'll be notified when new content drops. Also, swing by vacationerspodcast.com for vlogs, videos, and much more, including links to listen to our podcast, Vacationers, Theme Parks, and more. Or you can find it on your favorite podcast streamer. Would you like to know what I'm up to? Well, follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, where I post anytime I am out and about. Well, that's probably enough plugging for now. So until the next live stream, podcast, or vlog, keep making memories.